Hello, everybody. My name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Spin Fishing series. Starting off today with a nice Vindus. We're still out here at Kuori. I did take a look at the cafe before we got started, mainly Vindus and Grayling. So we'll see what we can get. Also, at the same time, though, I want to try some things a little bit different. So I do have a different lure on here today, and I hit the wrong button twice. Gonna put the rod down. Get going. Not a fish on there, is there? Okay, good. So I'm trying the Karuna Hunter 1003. Seen some good luck with that on Kuori Char. So wanted to give it a try, and we'll see what we can get from it today. Again, mainly just kind of grinding up silver. I still need to decide what our next step is going to be, whether we're going to do kind of a semi-step up to like a 12 kilo reel, or if we're just going to save up and go straight for an HSV. Right now, I'm leaning towards going straight for an HSV, but that is about 2,600 silver that we need, so I don't know. Still kind of thinking through that. Honestly, still have plenty of time to make that decision too. Big Vindus. 410 gram. I'll take that. Been talking to some people that have been fishing Kuori on another account, and they've actually been coming over in this area and having a lot of good luck. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm a little off to the side of where I want to be, so I'm trying to correct that a little bit. I don't want to be right over the hole here, come out here, turn around, go back, go around, that type of thing. Kind of what I'm looking at trying to fish today. I don't fish over here too often, so if it doesn't get active, we'll go try somewhere else. I did look at the Satori lure that I was using yesterday. It did already have size 1/0 hooks on here. This one actually has 3/0 hooks, so going for hopefully bigger fish. Again, we'll see. I don't have any points in using a spoon. Probably not going to put any in there right now. If anything, I'd put things into wobblers, but I don't think I even have any points right now. I don't. So nothing for me to do there. It is obviously early in the morning. It's about 2:50 in game. I got started about midnight. Again, I knew it was going to be slow fishing to start. That's part of why I didn't record an episode or hit the record button until I already had a fish on. But that gave me time to get out on the lake and get moving. It is early afternoon my time. It's actually just after 1 p.m. my time. All the weekly records just reset, so you won't see any of them pop up in chat because pretty much every fish is a weekly record right now. So basically 2 p.m. Eastern is when the records reset for the week. Sped up there so I could turn a little bit tighter. You do that by holding shift and W and D, or W and A, depending on which way you want to turn. But that does potentially scare some fish off because your engine's running faster, louder, that type of thing. My right arm at the elbows nice and warm with the dog nose laying on it. Pretty reasonable outside today. Had a lot of rain last night, but Just got done with a walking of the dog. About 40, 50 degrees out there. No rain. It was a good time. Looks like a perch here. It's pretty cold out there. In game, it's less than 5 degrees out there, so fish may be slow today because it's colder. Or they may be more active and closer to the surface. So I think my route is going to be loop around, come here, trying to decide if I'm going to turn here or if I want to do the island and then back around, that type of thing. Especially while I'm trying to figure out what's actually hot right now. If anything. I do love how kind of the GPS is just a green marker drawing of where you are. Don't forget, so I'm where the green marker is. My lures are probably back almost right at the fold in the map right now. They're 10 to 15 meters behind me. There's a grayling. Not big enough though. There is a typical 800-gram grayling. There were 2 Vindus orders, one for pretty big ones and one for blue trophy style. So we'll see what happens there. It's part of why I still have the Aquila out on this rod. Between episodes, I did not go back to winding to pick up the repaired Lacerti. So we're still on a little bit worn Lacerti. It's not horrible, but sooner or later I will have to swing by winding to pick that up. Trying to figure out why my phones were just making noise. Cyber Monday text messages. Yay. Just what I always wanted. On Sunday. That's a fat perch. Not amazing, but not horrible at the same time. And finally got one on this rod. What do we get? Perch. Not even a marker. Dang it. Laker, small one. Whatever this is does not qualify as a small one. Trying to only chase it with the boat when I have to so that I'm still dragging the other line behind us. And it's got something on it too now. Let's pull and drag. I have not turned the friction brake up on that one though, so it doesn't have to be super big to pull drag. Now I just kind of want to keep as straight as possible. Which, where we are, is probably the best spot to be for that. Good Laker. 1.8. Sorry for moving quick on that fish. I wanted to get over to this rod though. That looks like it might be an eyed. Nice eyed, 1.122. Decent rainbow. Whoops. I was trying to speed up to turn tighter. Kind of had a feeling that was about to happen. Kind of want to go back over to that side since we got some pretty good fish over there. Reasonable perch by the looks of it. Not quite reasonable. Think another Laker? Nope, small rainbow. Didn't really tell what that was initially. Looks like I might have something over on the other rod too. Might just be me turning. Nope, there's definitely something on that as well. Okay, Laker, 1.5. Not amazing, not horrible. Another eyed. That one was a small one though. So I knew I was gonna have to drag that fish on rod 2 in, and I thought I might be able to pull this one in quickly. I was correct. 1.609 Laker. Looks like it's gonna be a cloudy, cold day. Which could be good for us. Gotcha. 1.851. Grayling. Doesn't look like it's too big. It was not. Looks like we're halfway to level 20. Showing 100,000 to 200,000. And if 200,000 experience points per level sounds like a lot, I got another character that's level 30, and it's 3 million experience points to level up. So there's a grind to the game. I know I'm kind of floating the idea of does it make sense to just include the catches and not the downtime. Getting some feedback that folks like seeing the downtime, and I'm okay with that. I just wanted to throw it out there. There may be times I do a little bit of fishing and do kind of the montage type stuff, but I can include the downtime. It's no difference for me, really. Honestly, it's easier for me because then I don't have to think about how long the episode is, how long I've been fishing as much. And I don't have to re-render everything when I'm done. Put music to it or anything like that. Someone is out cold on the couch next to me, snoring loudly. Nice Findus there. He's got his eyes leaning up against my arm, and I can feel him REM style dreaming. Small grayling. Small something. Looks like a perch over on 2. And a perch here. Fish per minute's been decent. Quality has been kind of meh. Okay. Granted, I've spent some time last night fishing on my main account, going after 4, 5, 6, 17 kilo carp, so kind of used to the bigger fish right now. And even on that account, pulling in those 17 kilo, might even been a 19 kilo common carp. It's just with an HSV, so that's kind of why I'm leaning towards skipping the 12-ish kilo range rods, just going straight for the 15 kilo. I think it's 15.4 if I remember correctly off the top of my head of a HSV. Caliber HSV is 15.4 and its base cost is 28,844. 2884 and some change. So we're gonna need about 3,000 silver to be able to buy that and some line. I think I have to look at the rods we have, what they actually support up to really make a decision on if we're going to do that or if we'll need a new rod, because I think the rods are only 15. Nice Laker there. And you can definitely oversize the HSV. That's when you're getting into the oversizing range. So an HSV can support up to 30 kilos. So I don't know. Gonna have to think through. And then from the HSV, things get really expensive. And to get like an Alpha or Nagara 6000, we're looking at 1,800 for the reel itself. So I don't know. I honestly don't think that's worth it with the... I gotta remember what's on that reel or that rod here in a second. I'll look. I want to say it's an 8, but it may be a 5. Yeah, it's an 8, so a 12 isn't that much of an upgrade from that. Now it is a pretty big upgrade from the 5 kilo here. But is it worth it? That's kind of what's going through my brain. Honestly, I don't think... I mean, yes, I could definitely have a bigger rod, bigger reel, and maybe pull some of these fish in a little bit quicker. But I'm pretty happy with what we have here. I can't even buy the HSV until level 20 at Volkov anyway. So my thought is we wait till we get to level 20 and then make a decision from there. See where we are as far as silver goes between now and then. All right, I'm not seeing what I want out of this one, so I'm going to go back over to the Satori. Some just nibbled mine too, but didn't latch on. And something did just latch on, so I want the Satori. Toss that out. Small Laker, Big Vindus. Small Rainbow. That's why I couldn't tell what you were. So 29 fish, 26 minutes into the day, not bad. Marker quality is kind of low, but we did get a couple of good Vinduses. Saw me getting ready to turn my head right as I saw the rod bend over that it got hit. Small Vindus, unfortunately. Way too far up. More like where I want to be. Just because my brain just went off. How am I doing on tea? Still have 226 thermoses on me. So nothing we need to do there, obviously, for a while. Trying to grab a drink from out from under the dog because he laid down on my can. And then I can pull this fish in. Are you an Arctic or are you an Ide? You're an Ide, another decent Ide. I didn't look to see if there was an Ide order at the cafe or not, because I never expect to catch Ide. Quick mute so you didn't have to listen to a soda can open. Got a fish on both rods here. Arctic over on this rod, and I didn't see what was on the other one. Didn't look super impressive though. I was right. And you can just switch between the rods. A lot of times you'll see me put a rod down, then switch over to the other one. You can just switch directly by pressing the number. It's actually the wrong one. That's the one I want to put there. Probably not going to do anything with this. I just wanted to have it. Again, if you have a third rod in your hand, you can't start and stop the engine Um, you can't back up if you need to, if you beach your boat. And you can't pick up one of the rods in the rod pod and put the third rod down. Decent perch. Honestly, I don't even know how worn out this reel is, and maybe it's not too worn out. So right now, to pick up rod 2, I have to reel rod 3 all the way in. And now I can pick up rod 2. Decent laker, at least a marker. Looks like a perch. Swims like a perch, was a perch. So since I have to put it down, I'm not going to cast it out as far, so I don't have to reel it in as far. Yeah. Just took a dog paw to the mouse. Decent small grayling. Just try to put it in a rod holder, but can't because they're in use. Just kind of muscle memory of cast, put it in the rod holder. Decent Bendis here. 256. Small perch. Might be marker, but I think it's small. It's marker. Went to cast there and saw rod 2 get hit, but it let go immediately, so was stopping my cast so that I didn't have to reel it in or risk getting a big fish. And here's the problem. I cannot do anything right now. Can't back the boat up. Luckily, that was a smaller lake trout. There's the invisible wall. I thought there was something on here. Upside down perch. Almost not even worth bringing in. Looks like a small grayling, I think. Yep. 42 fish in 35 minutes. Uh-oh. Okay, this may not be as bad as I thought it was. It's what I saw. This is a good fish. I think it's a big grayling. Either big grayling or a big lake trout. Or big in quotes because this is a small reel. It's only a 3-something, 3.4, I think. Maybe 3.8. This fish might hurt our fish per minute numbers, because we basically have to reel this one in before we can do anything with any other fish. Want to make sure I don't get stuck on the island up here. And the friction break down, because otherwise we would have been burning the line up. Turning around there. This is the risk of using 3 rods. And why a lot of times I just don't see the point. Unless you hold your biggest rod in your hand so you can pull something in quicker. But then you run into, a lot of times your biggest rod is the one you have to drag around the longest, because you've got a lure that may not be going after every fish in the lake, but targeting certain fish. And on your smaller ones, you may have a spinner like this that's targeting a lot of fish. You stupid fish. Turned the wrong way on me. Oh, I can stop the boat, but now I can't start it back up. I cannot drop the anchor, though. This may be a mistake. We'll see. Whoops, punch the mic. Well, we're making progress. That's good. Since I'd stopped the boat and couldn't start it back up, I went ahead and turned the engine off just so I didn't have to listen to it. We didn't have to listen to it. It's not quite worn out yet, but it's close. Looks like we got at least a fish on 2. There might be one on 1. There is one on 1 as well. Good news is this should be some decent experience. 1,000 experience for a 2.2 kilo Laker. Let's go ahead and get moving again. Let's reel this one in. That perch. 688 gram perch. Tiny Vendus, but it was a marker. All right. "45 fish in 42 minutes. I've done beached the boat because I wasn't paying attention. Right into the island. Good job, Tucker. Good job. Way to look like a smart guy. All right, we'll get that cast back out. Was hoping for an 800 gram grayling. That's the only reason I'm risking it with rod 2 or rod 3. Is I would like to get an 800 gram grayling for that order, but we don't. So I have set this at retrieval speed 50, and if I see a fish on, I just reel in, hold down shifts so I bring it in as quick as I can. Pull in a crappy 1, 2, 3 perch. Saw me get ready to cast again right as this rod got hit. Probably a lake trout. I didn't see it though. That just looked like a lake trout jump. I do like that they added that years ago. The fish would not jump out of the water when there was on a line. But the fish jumping out of the water is also a good way to lose it, from my experience. Nice. 2.388. Good fish over here, starting to pull drag. Well, be a good big orange boy. It's an Arctic. Not even a marker. Small laker. That is 50 fish for the day, though. And we're about 46 minutes in. Upside down small perch. Turn, boat, turn. Hello, good fish. I did buy a 2-day boat ticket today, so we don't have to worry about right at midnight getting kicked back to shore. This has a feel of either an Arctic or a Kuori char, and I hope it's a Kuori. Or a char. An Arctic. Not a bad Arctic, though. 2.774. Kuori char is worth a lot more than Arctic char. Small Vindy. Small perch. Tiny perch. Scrolling through VK real quick just to see if there's anything decent out there. Looks like a lot of winding and mosquito posts today. But nothing super major. Well, I should have lowered the friction brake over there. Get in here, perch. I knew I could pull whatever was on one in real quick. And I knew I was going to have to chase whatever this is. This may force my hand about going to winding too. I may have to go. I don't know how bad the reel is. I'll have to look, but it feels like it's a little bit worn. I need to actually look at the whole setup, not just the reel. Is the line worn out? Doesn't look like it too much. Because the stress meter at the bottom does include your line, your reel, your rod, your leader, everything. Oh, come on, boat, turn. Come on, boat, turn. Come on, boat, turn. We're good. Look like a Laker. Didn't look like an amazing Laker. Probably 2.5 to 3 would be my guess. But we know I've been wrong on that before. The fact that it is pulling drag while going in the same direction as the boat makes me think I'm wrong. Already have my light on. Which way you going, fish? Glad I bought the 2-day ticket now. Get your nose above water. Oh, you pain in the butt. Give it a little bit of slack there. The line was starting to get hot. Yeah, that's probably a little bit bigger than a 3 kilo. Probably 4 to 5, maybe, hopefully, maybe bigger. definitely a trout of some kind. I'm 90% sure it's a lake trout. I didn't see spots on it. So I don't think it's a Savan. I don't think it's a 7. I don't think it's a rainbow. Looked like just a standard laker to me. But with the way it's jumping, it's definitely some form of a trout. Oh, I got its nose above water for just a second. Not long enough to actually pull it in. Honestly enough, I think just to scare it. Just like if you were being chased and someone pushed your head into the water for a second. Come on, fishy. Come on, fishy. Give up, fish. Just give up. You know you want to. There you go. There you go. That's a good fish. 7.183. Nice fish. Let's pull whatever this is in real quick. Decent Arctic. 1.66 and a marker. And I think I'll go ahead and head towards the dock. Gonna go the long way to get there though. And we'll see what we got. 57 fish in the net today. Not bad. Not bad at all. Didn't get our 800 gram grayling, unfortunately. I don't think we got enough vindices. Enough big vindices for the order. So we'll see if we got anything. I didn't look exactly where we started on the day for experience, but I know at one point we're at 100,000, so we've gotten at least 12,000 experience points today. Trying to decide what I want to do over on my float character because I have not recorded that video yet. Typically I record this one first and then the float, especially since I tend to post this one ahead of the float one. So for those who don't know my schedule, I typically have the spin fishing episode go live at midnight Central, 1 a.m. Eastern, and the float fishing go live at 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern. That's why it won't go away. I didn't have it all the way reeled in. Good Vindus. Good Vindus. 308 gram. Small grayling. Can't put a rod down because there's not a third rod pod. I think there's something over on one. I don't think it's an amazing fish, but I think there's something on it. I'm wrong. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go and reel it in. We're not too far from the dock right now anyway. Decent perch to wrap it up. So 60 fish day, not bad. Like I said, I don't think we got anything that'll qualify for the cafe, but we'll stop and take a look on the way by here. That's a monkey cola machine. Frogs, minnows, palods. One big perch. Didn't get that. 590 gram. We only got 300 or 800 gram grayling. I don't think we got. Didn't get a 649 gram Vindus. Didn't get 350 gram perch. Rough and white bream. Okay, so definitely didn't get anything there. I'm gonna say 130 to 140 silver from the fish market. 109. Not a good day. I mean, not a bad day. Anything over 100, I'm happy with. That 7.183 lake trout was 18 and a half. So, again, not the best day, not the worst day. So, take 109. That does put us over 1,000 silver. So, we'll see what comes tomorrow. Haven't put together a plan for that yet. And then we'll put together a long-term plan depending on how much silver we have when we get to level 20. But I appreciate everybody watching. We'll be back again tomorrow. Hope you all have good tight lines, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye now.